I want to let you know that the meeting is being recorded and for purpose of minutes, not for any other thing. It's being recorded. And at the same time, I want to once again welcome all of us for this our first meeting. I am Suleiman Adams, the Assistant National Secretary. I'm from Kanu Catholic Diocese. I am your host tonight. I am the anchorman for today's meeting. The prayer have been said. Now we just go direct to our agenda since we just don't want to spend much time here today. And I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the agenda of the day. And then all of us who can just follow it up. Please, if you are not talking, kindly mute your mic. Mute your mic. And then if you want to say something, you raise your hands. Those who are using phone, you can see, if you look closely, you see where to raise your hand there. And those who are using computer, it's number 3 from the top. From the right, left-hand side at the top is number 3. After chat, you see people, the next one is a raise. You see like a palms. I believe most of us are used to Microsoft Teams. So you can press it just like I press now. You can see that my hand in my name, the yellow hands. That is to tell you that I want to say something. This is how we are going to operate. So tonight, like
it's
I said,
it's noted.
All right, okay. Okay, so I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Sure. Yes, of course.
Yes, yes, you can see.
And then you can see the agenda of the meeting. So the prayer has been said. The first thing there is President's opening remarks. So, Mr. President, please, the floor is open for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Suleiman, for hosting us very effectively tonight. May I welcome everyone. It's good to see you again and to hear your voices in this first general meeting of our association, holding virtually. Let me use this opportunity to thank all those who participated in the convention where the decision to hold general meetings virtually was taken. I am thanking them because it was thoughtful of them to have come up with this idea of holding virtual meetings to enable us to regularly keep in touch, share ideas, and build our association. And so it is a thing of joy that we're beginning to implement some the decisions we took at the convention. And so I welcome everyone and encourage everyone to participate actively in this night's meeting. We all know that we need to move on and build on the foundations laid by our predecessors. And I want to assure everyone that the executive council of this association is ready to take actions that will help us to develop our association. Therefore, on behalf of the ESCO, appeal to everyone, all members, to gird their loins and join us in this task of developing our association to a greater height than we met it. In the course of this meeting, we shall be discussing some of the issues we'll be tackling, some of the steps we'll be taking, some of the actions we're embarking on to achieve this goal of building our association. And so please, when we come calling, requesting that you participate in the services that will lead us to the destination, desirable destination we all want to have. Please accept, and together we'll achieve the desired goal. I want to thank those who have already accepted to do some services for us. As we speak, we have already started work, and we have gone to some of us to ask that you please belong to one committee or another, and you have obliged us. We must thank you for this. Like Oliver Twist, we'll continue to come and to call and to ask that you also do one thing or another. It might be more than once. Don't reject us so that we can walk towards the promised land. Once again, I welcome everyone to this meeting and request the anchor to please take us to the next issue. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my president. Thank you all. For those who came in while the president is speaking, we welcome you all. And then we move on to the next agenda. That is the issues of the day. The first of them is a meeting with the national director, Very Reverend Father Dr. Michael Oman. I was directed to give a report on this to the General House. So I will report on this. Yes, we visited the director to, one, introduce ourselves as CAMPAN new executive members. Then two, to assure him of our readiness to collaborate with him in the areas of media evangelism. And then three, to present, our core values and our planned programs of activities. So he in turn welcomed us. And first of all, he apologized for his inability to be present physically during our last conference in Iselaoku. He also assured us of his readiness to work with us. And he informed us that his door is wide open for us anytime, any day. He solicited for our patience as he's trying very hard to put the Catholic Communication Commission in the right perspective. He revealed to us that a body like a Signing Nigeria membership should be drawn from other communication bodies such as CAMPAN, CANS, etc. to form Signing Nigeria at the national level. Well, we had other beautiful and fruitful deliberations, which time will not permit me to mention all here. But all I can say is that it was a very fruitful meeting. And we thank God everything was successful. So that is a report about the meeting with the National Director of Communications. So we move now to the next agenda so that we will not take most of your time. And that is a need to set up.
Sorry, Sule, I raised my hand. I noticed that there are some people who are outside of the meeting room. Is there any way they can come in?
Yes, they will come in. If there is any indication that there's anybody outside,
Hello?
I will know. Yes, Joseph. If there's anybody outside the meeting, I will know. But there's nobody outside the meeting right now. There's nobody in the waiting room.
Hello, Sule.
Yes, I can hear you. Can somebody confirm if you can hear me? Can someone confirm you can hear me? Phillips, please confirm if you can hear me.
Some who are outside of the meeting room. Is there any way you can let them in?
Joseph, I was hearing you. Phillips, can you confirm you can hear me? Or Tejas?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, fine. It's only Joseph that was not hearing me then. Joseph, can you hear me now? Joseph, I think you're having something with your... well, right now, there's nobody in the waiting room. If there's anyone in the waiting room, I will know, and I will permit you immediately. I'm watching that. If you can hear me, Joseph, you can hear me. So, as soon as there's anyone there, I will allow them in. Godwin, your hand is up.
Hello. Yes.
Go ahead, Godwin.
Can we hear Doris? Doris, can you hear us? I think Doris needs to unmute her system, and Uma is also there. You need to unmute your system.
No, wait.
Uma, can you hear us?
Yes, I can
hear you. They are hearing. Everyone is hearing. They are all hearing.
Yeah, I can hear
Doris. Doris, can Doris hear us? Doris, are you there? Doris, can you hear us?
Never mind.
Yeah, Madam Doris is...
Never mind.
It seems that Madam Doris cannot hear us. It seems Madam Doris cannot hear us.
If it's not hearing, you will indicate. You don't need to bother. You will indicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Philip is hearing us, right?
Those who cannot hear, they will indicate, they will complain. But nobody is complaining now. That's me they are hearing.
No, Suleiman, maybe some of them, they are finding it also difficult. Maybe they are not used to this system. Maybe they are finding it difficult. That is why I really want them to indicate if they are not hearing or respond to us.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Joseph, can you hear me now? You can lower your hand now.
Okay, I've heard you. I'm busy doing other things. Don't worry.
Okay, you can lower your hand now.
Okay, I don't lower.
Okay. Can we proceed?
Can we go ahead, please?
Let's continue. Yes, we are on the second agenda, which is the need to set up committee to handle relevant areas of concern, and namely Constitutional Review Committee. Let us start from there. Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Suleiman. My dear friends, as I said in my opening remarks, we are poised to develop our association to greater heights. And part of that effort is to set up committees to look into specific areas of relevance to us and to our efforts to improve our association. And so the Executive Council has decided to set up the following committees. Number one, the Committee on Constitutional Review. Recall that at Iseluku, it was decided that our constitution be reviewed to accommodate new ideas that will enable us to achieve the desired changes we need in our association. And so we have set up immediately, without wasting time, the Constitutional Review Committee, which is chaired by the immediate past national president, Patrick Osu, and distinguished members of our association to serve as members. And the committee has already been inaugurated and has commenced work. And that committee has 2 months to submit its report. Other committees will also be set up in due course. They are Training Committee, Members Welfare Committee, Fundraising Committee, Public Image / Rebranding Committee, Convention Planning Committee. These are the committees the Executive Council has decided to set up. And I will appeal on behalf of the EXCO that our members will form these committees. And please, as I said earlier, when we come calling to include you in any of the committee, please accept the request, because it will be in our interest. And also, we'll be consulting to select or to choose appropriate persons that can deliver in any of these committees. When we come, please give us the necessary advice that will help us to select people as appropriate to the committees. These are the committees, my dear friends. We can now make our comments where necessary. Anchor, please.
All right, thank you, my president. Before we go on, let me leave the door open for who have something to say, to add, or to whatever on this committee. Please, you can indicate by raising up your hands. If you want to say something, indicate by raising up your hand, then we'll continue from there. Thaddeus, please, your hand is up. So please, you are the number one. Go ahead, Thaddeus. Thaddeus is the outgoing national PRO. Please, and from the Catholic Archdiocese of Jos.
Good evening once more, everyone. Good evening, Mr. President. Eloquent speech there, and a good innovation to rebrand.
Thaddeus, can you please increase the volume of your microphone?
Yeah.
Your voice is faint. It's faint.
I want to.
Yes, your voice is faint, Mr. Thaddeus.
Your voice is faint. Can you increase the volume of your mic?
Yeah, I have done that.
Yeah, it's correct. Very good. Very good. Excellent.
So
Yeah, what I'm saying is I want to congratulate all of us for this feat. This is a good innovation to carry everybody along. Due to the security situation in the country, we cannot be traveling every time. Two, with this innovation of meeting virtually.
Your voice is down again.
I can't hear him again, though.
Your voice is down again.
Yeah, the problem is from the network. Too. Yeah, it's fluctuating. It's not from my voice, it's the network.
All right, so you are clear now. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I said what I want to advise is when choosing people to serve, just like the president has appealed, let us know that we're doing this just service to God and humanity. Let's not choose by sentiment because I want my friend to be in this committee. Let people volunteer. Let people accept voluntarily too, just like the president has appealed. It is only when we do that that we deliver, because it's one thing to have people in a committee, it's another thing to have them deliver. Sometimes the committee ends from the inauguration. People hardly attend meetings, people hardly contribute. All we do is when there's merriment, there's enjoyment, everybody will want to be part of it. But the process that leads to this enjoyment, to the merriment and success, we don't want to contribute. So let's have a change of attitude towards whatever we do. If we do that, we will succeed in CAMPAN.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
The next person is supposed to be Godwin, but Godwin is an executive member, is a PRO too. You will not speak now. You will speak later, but not now. We will give room now to John Paul Umaru, please. John Paul Umaru. John Paul is a member of CAMPAN from Mina Diocese. Hello, John Paul.
Good evening, my president. Good evening, my president.
Good evening. Good evening.
My regional president, my mentor, Thaddeus from Jos. Good evening, all of us. Unfortunately, I think I am.
Thank you and welcome.
A different opinion. I will wish that the National Executive don't form these committees now. Maybe after 1 or 2 meetings, they'll be able to see those who are actually serious, and then these committees can come up. This is the first meeting we are holding, and as such, I want them to observe the grounds to see. And
Me, I'm not hearing John Paul. I'm not hearing what John Paul is saying.
I am saying that
I'm the only person.
It's clear now.
Can you hear me now?
It's clear now. Please go ahead.
I am saying that I am of the opinion that
I don't know whether I'm the only person who is not hearing John Paul.
I say that the National Executive should observe.
Mr. Joseph, can you hear me?
John Paul, continue, please.
Can you hear me, Mr. Joseph? We are hearing him loud and clear.
We are hearing him loud and clear. John Paul, please continue.
So
we are hearing him loud and clear.
So I was saying that the National Executive should take their time to observe, study the membership, because this is just the first meeting. And I'm looking at the attendance here is very few. Maybe 1 or 2 other meetings will now make them see those who are actually active. If we jump by getting this committee set up now, they might end up getting the wrong results, because some of us who are in this committee are just very few. And this is a first meeting, and the publicity for this meeting actually took off from yesterday till now. So it was announced earlier. It took some time for not everybody have linked up network as it stands now. If not for my professor, my president that gingered us, of course not. And if not that, I already had an 1 or 2 calls from national president. So I would suggest that they have 1 or 2 other meetings before they can open the floor to committee. Let them observe before they start setting up committees. Thank you.
Thank you so much, JP. We will look into that. Thaddeus, your hand is still up. You are done. Can you please bring down your hand now? And then John Paul, you are done. Can you please bring down your hand? Joseph Isu, you have the floor. Joseph Isu is a member of CAMPAN from Abuja Archdiocese. Joseph. Joseph is gone. Okay.
Okay. Suleiman.
Yes.
Assistant Secretary, please. Can I make some observation?
You are an executive member. Let us.
Do I have the floor?
No, but I can come. But I can still contribute. Okay. Well, Joseph, you are on.
I said, do I have the floor?
Yes, Joseph. Joseph, are you there? Okay. Ruben Broderick, you are an executive member. You and Godwin should hold on for now. You will speak, but not now. Later, please.
National meeting online.
Okay. Please, for those of you who are joining in, who are just coming in, if you are not speaking, please kindly mute your mic. And if you want to speak, you indicate by raising up your hand so we can give you floor. In the absence of Joseph, can Lady Netta, please, the floor is open for you.
CAMPAN.
Communicating Christ.
I am not hearing what is happening again.
Communicating Christ.
I don't know what's happening again.
I want to thank the...
I'm not hearing anything.
I want to say big thank you to the executive.
Mine is just a commendation.
Oh my God.
The new executive have started well.
Let him finish.
This is an implementation of one of the discourse that we had in Iseluku when we had the convention. I am concerned about the membership of the different committees that the new executive has put in place. I was thinking that Mr. President will oblige us the names, a list of those committee members, so that we look at them. And because we've been together. Hello?
Go ahead. We are hearing you.
Hello?
We are hearing you, Joseph. Go ahead.
Sule, can you hear me?
Yes. Go ahead, Joseph.
Hello?
Joseph, go ahead. We are hearing you.
We can hear you, Joseph. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Can somebody hear me?
We are hearing you. You have problem with your earpiece. But we are hearing you.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
We are hearing you.
We are hearing you, Joseph.
We can hear
Go
you.
ahead. Okay, Lady Netta, please, the floor is open for you.
Please, anything, so I don't know whether people are listening to me or not.
Kindly mute Joseph. Mute Mr. Joseph Issue, please.
You can go ahead. Joseph will be mute for now since he's not hearing us.
CAMPAN.
Communicating Christ.
Communicating Christ.
Well, I want to appreciate the executives for implementing what we agreed at the convention. Thank you so much. For me, kicking off, having to set up committees would depend on the agenda of the new executives. I think there is a need for us, to have an understanding and a knowledge of what the agenda of the new team is. Because we know where CAMPAN has been, and we know where CAMPAN should be heading to. And based on this, we should be able to have a set agenda and some action plan or action points. And I think is when we are done with that, we now begin to look at setting up committees. I cannot remember all the committees mentioned, but I know there is a committee on training. Well, good. Every leadership agenda should have, training as one of its corporate goals. Then branding, I had branding, and I held about the convention planning committee and another committee. But I think we should look at, okay, fundraising committee. Yes, fundraising committee would always be there. Branding would always be there. But let us look at
convention planning.
Then convention planning. What do we want to achieve within these 4 years? I think we should have clearly defined goals on what this leadership intends to achieve. I like the spirit of the leadership having to incorporate everyone into committee to be responsible for one action or the other that would lead to implementation of the various goals. So I'm asking again, what are the goals, the primary goals of this leadership team?
And you are done, sir. Done, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lady Neta. We are taking note of all these. We are taking note of all these, and there will be time for response to these questions that are coming. The president is taking note of them. The secretary is taking note of them, or we respond to them when the time comes. Because for now, let us just continue where we stop. Thaddeus, your hand is up again. You want to say something quickly before we continue?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Let's take note. Let's take note. This is not a physical meeting. It's a virtual meeting. And
your voice is still faint this time around. Your voice is faint this time around.
Okay, let's take note of the meeting that is virtual. Is not.
Okay, yeah. The timing, right?
I said it's not a
Let's go straight to the point so that we save time and we allow other people to contribute. That's what I want to appeal again.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Thank you. Okay, so let us round up the agenda so we can move on. Okay, the next one is productions of diaries of executives, executive councils, and members of CAMPAN in each archdiocese. This one will be handled by our PRO 1 and 2. This is not for general public. PRO 1 and 2 will handle this, but we just want to inform you. So when the time comes, we'll come to you and we ask you to do 1 or 2 things for us so that this will be able to be achieved. And the next one is also production of CAMPAN programs of activities for the year 2024 and 2025, between April to March. So the secretariat are going to handle this one. When we bring out all our programs of activities, we will call on you. And then we present it to you, and you will go through them. So you can now add your inputs. We'll table before you on a general meeting, so you can add your inputs. It is not something that have to be discussed here today, but we just want to inform you. The next one, there is supposed to be AOB, but there's one agenda that was mixing, which is just a typing error. So I just want to mention it for you. And that is we plan that in the next meeting, there will be reports from diocese and archdiocese. You give us a report of what is happening in your diocese. You just tell us what is happening in your diocese, what you have been doing, the challenges you are facing, your plans, your everything, your programs. You just brief us so that we know how you are faring. And if there's any area you want the ESCOs to pump in, we will be there. We can always come in if you need our support, visitation, whatever. We'll even come in and rub mind with you and then get your program set up in a way you want. So it is something that we are looking forward to in the next meetings. You want you to get prepared. Thank you very much. Lady Neta, your hand is up. Want to say something? Hello,
Yes,
Lady
my
Neta.
hand is up. It has to do, yes, my hand is up. It has to do with reports. You know, there should be frequency of reports. Reports should be periodical. We're going to come monthly. How often are we holding this meeting? Is it monthly? Is it quarterly?
No. The
Is
meeting
it
is going to be quarterly. The meeting is quarterly.
So
our next meeting is going to be on the 30th of October. We will announce it.
What shape should the reports take?
It's just a general report of what your activities, what is happening in your diocese, information you want us to know. That's all. It's not a big deal.
I think there should be a standard form of reporting, you know, to enable you have the information you need to have. And I want to suggest that reports should come with nominal role.
Yeah,
you know, nominal role, I mean membership, just nominal role. Like in Lagos, you have a column nominal role. Okay, 44 nominal role, 100. You know, that would enable you to assess the growth of memberships from quarter to quarter, because every organization, you know, so that's my suggestion. If you have key elements or key points you can identify that will help in this report presentation.
Thank you very much, Lady Neta. The secretariats will go to work on this, and then we'll update you. And the report format, everything, you will come to know about it. Okay. Hello. Yes, Godwin.
Assistant Secretary, I think.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Godwin, I can hear you.
I just want to respond to Lady Neta. If you have anything that can equip us or to help, I want you to as well furnish us with it so that every day we learn, so we can learn from that. Please, I don't know if you can hear me, Lady Neta.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Well, okay. I will.
Okay. I am appealing.
I will suggest a format to you.
Okay.
Then you look at it. If it suits the agenda of the ESCO or your communication style, is okay.
All right. Well, I would love to have that. Thank you so very much.
Okay. All right. Okay. Tony, your hand is up, please. You want to say something?
Hello, my dear colleagues. Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening.
You're welcome, Tony. We have been waiting for you.
Tony is a CAMPAN member from Lagos Diocese.
Yes, I was in another online meeting. To quit
the Golden Voice from Lagos. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here, and I'm very happy that the ESCO taking this very positive step to create an atmosphere for us to discuss, interact, and set the pace for CAMPAN. I'm happy that this will be coming up every quarter so that to give life to the association. And also, one of the things I think this new administration has to consider is to see how we can have CAMPAN in virtually all the dioceses and archdioceses. You need to identify all these dioceses and take analysis of each of them and find out who is their leaders. For instance, possibly we may have to have a directory to know where.
Tony, we're not hearing you anymore. We lost Tony. Maybe he's going to come back later. Meanwhile, John Paul, your hand is up.
I am of the opinion, I wanted to ask, I expected that in this agenda, the executive will bring up something that will give us the opportunity to know how other dioceses are faring. Some dioceses have hosted CAMPAN conventions, provincial, national, and all those. At the end of the day, they are all dying. I want to know what is the plan for the national executive to revamp dying and erring chapters of CAMPAN, especially by putting this meeting at this long distance. I want to suggest that this meeting should be monthly. So at this monthly meeting, to take CAMPAN some time to give us fast time to revamp the dying dioceses and then bring up new ones that are there. We are doing well as Catholics who are in journalists in different parts of the country. We give awards to individuals who are functioning as individuals, while in CAMPAN as a name, this individual doesn't function with the parishes. So I will need to see if this meeting can be monthly, and then the national executive should look into revamping the dying dioceses. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Okay, Godwin. Godwin is the General Secretary. I want to give him the floor to speak. Please, Godwin. Please, the floor is open for you.
Thank you.
Hey, go ahead.
My brother, thank you very much. You see, that is the reason we are having this meeting. Your suggestions here, our deliberations here, I think is going to be a roadmap for us to kind of tell us what to do and how to go about it. So don't be in a hurry. The ESCO, they are working on what you have just said. They noticed it and they've seen it. And we are working towards that and how to revamp our dying dioceses or archdioceses, our members who are not active. And I must confess to you that this meeting we are having here today now, I took my time from morning. I think about 87% of members of CAMPAN received my message individually. I sent message to them and all of them, they responded, they promised to be in this meeting. But I don't know, maybe one or two things is holding them back. That is why they didn't join this meeting. But I must promise you that this meeting is holding for us to know how to go about it. So all your suggestions, all your observations, they are being noted, and I promise that the ESCO will work on them and we do something about it. And I also appeal that every one of us we support the ESCO and collaborate with us so that we can get a positive result. Thank you.
Thank you, General Secretary. Yes. Thank you, General Secretary. Thank you. All of you who have spoken, thank you. Tony is back and he wants to continue, please. Tony, the floor is open for you. Hello, Tony. Unmute yourself.
Hello, sorry. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. So I was saying about having a comprehensive directory that will identify dioceses and archdioceses where CAMPAN is functional and where they're not functional. That effort will be made to contact the director and make efforts to get them established in those dioceses. That's one. Secondly, the issue of dues, membership dues. We have to look at it realistically once more. Is this something we want to say a diocese should pay 20,000, 30,000? How much of those funds, how much of them can really do well to run an association? So we may have to consider other options, possibly issue of individual members to pay or whatever. So what I'm just saying is that let's look at the issue of funding. It's very important because without funding, we cannot do anything realistic. Thirdly and lastly, we need to look at the programs for the year. I see so many, some dioceses do so well in coming out with wonderful programs, while some seem not to have a understanding or direction of what to do. So there should be some standard programs expected of every diocese, CAMPAN diocese or other in a year. Of course, they can make it their own innovation, but those ones should be like standard practices every year, which, as we are observing them, we send pictures and reports to show that we are conforming to those standards. Those are the ways we can be able to help to monitor the development of CAMPAN in our various dioceses. I think for now, I just want to hold on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Tony is from the Archdiocese of Lagos, as I said before. Mr. President, before I give room to Ruben, which is also an executive member, do you have anything, because we'll be running off? We are not supposed to stay here too long. Mr. President?
Yeah. Yes, please, Suleiman.
Yes.
But before I say anything, of course, I have something to say, but before I say it, allow Ruben to say something, please.
Ruben, you have 1 minute. Ruben, unmute yourself.
Okay.
And speak to us.
CAMPAN.
Communicating Christ.
Communicating
Christ.
Okay. First of all, let me just quickly apologize. So, connection problem, I couldn't begin the meeting on time, but thank God I was able to still meet up. I want to appreciate all of us for making our time to join this first online meeting. So I would want to, as regards some concerns raised, talking about giving reports about the progress of each diocese. I want to on my own suggest that it shouldn't just be only when we meet like this virtually or online. You can make your concerns known, by maybe informing us via our WhatsApp group chat. Then that will now prepare us, the executive, to know how we can iron out some of these challenges we are facing in your various dioceses. So we don't need to wait till a month's time or quarterly before we now start enumerating some of our problems. Before you know it, the year is gone and we'll enter another year. So some of those challenges can be channeled to the executive body or generally. Then we will now meet and think of how to tackle some of them. CAMPAN.
Communicating Christ. Thank you, Ruben. Thank
Communicating
you. Okay.
Christ.
Yeah. Before the Mr. President, before Mr. President comes, Tony, your hand is up. Do you still want to say something? Ruben, can you bring your hand down now? Tony, do you still want to say something? Hello, Tony. Okay, Mr. President, say something now.
Okay.
Rather, I'm sorry, Mr. President, just hold on. We are in AOB. This is the AOB where we are. So if you have anything to say, you can say this before Mr. President do a closing remark. If you have anything to say, please indicate so that we can do a closing remark. Yeah. Yeah, there are some people who are waiting for the official AOB. Like I can see, Tony, your hand is still up. You want to say something? Okay, sir. John Umar, the floor is open for you. John Umar is a CAMPAN member from Kano Diocese.
Yes, communicators.
For Christ.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, senior colleagues.
Good evening.
I just want to appreciate my being with you people. I think this is my first time of joining CAMPAN as in national, even though we have been here in Kano. But I just want to appreciate everybody, and I am very sure we are going to benefit so much in this organization. So I pray that God will continue to bless us and give us opportunity to do what is right. CAMPAN.
Communicating Christ.
communicate.
Thank you, John
All right.
Omar. John Omar is, as I said, is a CAMPAN member from Kano, and he works with the channels televisions. Thank you, John Omar. Doris is the outgoing treasurer. Is a CAMPAN outgoing treasurer. Doris, the door is open for you.
I am outgone, no, not outgoing. I don't go. Good evening, everybody.
Okay, you are still on the way. We can call you back.
Good evening, everybody. Just
Good
want
evening.
to know what you want.
No, man. We are in a meeting, please. With a serious meeting. We have senior colleagues here. Go ahead, please. Madam Doris, please go ahead.
To say that I like what is happening. I am impressed. Thumbs up to this new EXCO. The Lord will give you the strength, wisdom, understanding to take CAMPAN Nigeria to the next level. This is a very nice one. Let's keep it up. That's just all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doris. Doris is in somewhere in Abeokuta, Akure, Ondo. Can you remind me, please?
Okay. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Doris Olumoko. I'm an outgone national treasurer. I used to be of the Catholic Diocese of Ondo until last year, February. I now operate from Abeokuta Diocese, Ogun State. Thank you.
Thank you, Doris. Thank you so much. So you can bring down your hand now. Omar can bring down your hand now. So no, anyone else have something to say on the AOB before we vote of thanks and closing remark from the president? Okay, the president, the floor is open for you.
Okay, thank you very much, effective anchor Suleiman. Well, let me thank everyone who has participated in this evening's meeting. It's a thing of joy that we've been able to achieve this. For me, numbers are necessary, but sometimes it is not just about numbers. It is about how effective it has been. I think this meeting has been effective, and we should give thumbs up to all of us for buying into this idea and making it work, making it successful. It's been successful, I must say. I have taken note of all the issues raised, including the issue of informing the House of the goals of this Executive Council. The goals are there, and we're going to share it after this meeting, having taken note of your input. If you look at the committees we are to set up, in any case, these committees, apart from the Committee on Constitutional Review, no other committee has been established. None, no other. These other committees are to be set up in due course. That is the Committee on Training, the Committee on Members' Welfare, Committee on Fundraising, Committee on Public Image and Rebranding, and then the Committee on Convention on Convention Planning. These are committees where these are yet to be set up. The only one that was set up is the Constitution Review Committee, which was approved at the convention. So these other ones, we have presented them to you at this first meeting. And from all that I've heard and seen in this meeting, it is clear that you have approved that these committees be set up. And if you look at the committees, it gives you an idea. Gives you an idea of our goals. It gives you an idea of the goals we want to pursue within our tenure. Because we're going to be placing emphasis on training. We must source opportunities for training for our members. Training is key for a professional body like ours. It is necessary that we have a welfare package for our members. It is important. And so that explains why we have the Committee on Welfare to be set up. But we also think as executive committee that we need to do some public image works on our association. We need to do some rebranding work because we must package our image. We must do things that will help our public image so that when people see, hear, or read anything from us, you will know that this is coming from CAMPAN. This is typical of CAMPAN. And of course, we would like to have CAMPAN in all the dioceses, which was why we have planned to have a directory. Let's know where CAMPAN exists and where it does not. And that will help us to know what action to take. It is only when we would have arranged all this that we can now draw up a program for the year. And in our next meeting, before our next meeting, our program will come up. The program for the year will come up. And then we'll move ahead and begin to work. It is also our goal to make sure that we maintain an effective liaison between the national director or Directorate of Communication and the CBCN. There has to be an effective liaison. All these are part of our goals. But we're going to articulate it properly now that we have had this meeting, and I can now sieve out very good ideas from you and package it well and present to the House before our next meeting. So I must thank everyone for participating actively. And I am hopeful, the Executive Committee is hopeful that we have started a journey that will lead us to our desired objective as CAMPAN. Thank you once again for being here for this meeting. As for the period of our meetings, we agreed in this look that it has to be quarterly. And so let's keep it quarterly. Monthly, if you ask me personally, might be too tedious for our people who are professional. You know how it is to work in the media. Many of us are busy. Let us not make it that regular, and then nobody will attend. But quarterly is good enough for now. So thank you once again, my dear friends, and may God bless CAMPAN.
Thank you very much, my president. Thank you, my president. Thank you. We will close the meeting now, but we need an adjournment. But before the adjournment, I want to pass two announcements. One of them is that by the time we meet in the next meeting on the 30th of October, we will have informed you that we have visited the Bishop Chairman communication. You see in our agenda, in our plan, We meet with the director already. We meet with the bishop to introduce ourselves and then to give him a message to the CBCN. So we have this one already planned out. It's going to come and we'll give you a report when we come back in October. The second thing I want to inform you that in our plan, in our desire to rebrand CAMPAN, we are going to upgrade or update our WhatsApp group. Because the people we have on the WhatsApp group now, we have people that are late. We have people that are no longer in the Catholic Church, and maybe especially ladies that the husbands have taken them away from the Catholic Church in another church now. But they are still on our platform. So we want to do some kind of general cleanup. So I want you to don't let this not come to you as a surprise, but we will announce. And when we start this job, this updating, cleans up, everything, we'll announce to you. So we want you not to feel embarrassed when the time comes. Everything will come out fine. And then we'll now know who is who. We that are active members, whoever is, will now know, yes, we know how many we are. Not that we are 300, 400 on the platform and nobody is saying anything, nobody is saying anything. Some of them, that is why it is easy for hackers to attack our sites because we have dormant people there. So that is how the two announcements I have for you. Then after that, we want somebody to move for adjournment, and then somebody will support. Then we bring it.
Suleiman,
you need to. Okay.
Before the adjournment, I want to tell us that some of us may be wondering why the vice president is not here with us. Yeah, the vice president has been down. He suffered a partial stroke and he has been in the hospital. And the executive body, they also delegated the Iseluku chapter to visit him. And they visited him, I think, about 5 or 4 days ago. He has been discharged from the hospital and is recovering and responding to treatment gradually. So we solicit prayers. We solicit that every one of us pray for him for quick recovery. That is one thing I just remind us. I escaped the president. That is why because of that. Thank you very much. I believe
Thank you, Secretary.
Okay. I can see John Paul raised his hand to move for adjournment, right? JP, are you moving for adjournment?
I, John Paul Omoro from your diocese, move for the adjournment of this meeting.
So we need a seconder. Who is going to second? Somebody please second. Philip Mosu is from Archdiocese of Lagos. Am I right?
Lagos, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
the
seconding
CAMPAN chairman in Lagos
motion.
Diocese. So thank you, Philip. Thank you for coming. Quickly before we go, is there anyone here who his name is not being mentioned today? Is anyone here his name is not being mentioned today at all? Although we are going to have a roll call, and then
mentioned where?
Okay, Stan Mario. Stan Mario is a PRO too. You are welcome. Okay, so Stan Mario, please you close us with a prayer. Do we have a priest in the house here? So there's no priest. So Mario, Loretta, yes, please.
Okay. Yes, CAMPAN Asaba.
Loretta is from CAMPAN Asaba Diocese. So you are welcome. And Lady Barbara is from Lagos
Asaba is not a diocese.
Asaba. Okay. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Asaba is not a diocese.
Okay, Lady Barbara, So, sorry, please, before the announcement is, if you are here in this meeting today and you are not on the national platform, please let me know. Just say hi. Let me know. I'll add you to the platform. If you are not on the national platform, let me know so I can add you to the national platform. Who is not on the national platform here?
Hi, I am not in the national platform.
Please, what's your name?
Saba Loretta.
Okay, please, what you do, you just wait behind so I can take your details. Just wait behind. After the closing, just wait behind. If you are not on the national platform, just wait behind 1 minute. Then don't leave. Just 1 minute. Okay. Don't leave. Okay.
Okay.
So, Stamario, you close us in prayer?
No, Lady Netta.
Why?
Let Lady Netta have in closing prayer.
Okay. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, we thank you for today. We thank you for the meeting we've just held. We thank you for the discussions we've had today. We commit our plans into your hands. We commit our members into your hands. We commit CAMPAN, Nigeria, CAMPAN at the various archdioceses and dioceses into your hands. We beg you to grant them the grace and all they will need to grow the various CAMPAN at their various archdioceses. As we're about to depart, we beg you to protect us, to guide us, and to grant us all our heart desires. Amen. We fly to thy patronage.
Holy Mother of God, whatever there are some other dangers, however blessed.
Thank you, Lady Netta. Thank you, everyone. Pray for us.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son,
and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you
Amen.
very much, Lady Netta. Aloysius, you are from which diocese, please? Onisha. Thank you. You are welcome. Is there anyone here that have not introduced himself? Okay, you are free to go now. If you are not in national platform, please wait behind. All right. ESCO, wait behind too. All the ESCO, please wait behind.
Okay. So I'm not on the national platform.
Yeah, just a minute.
Please.
You are Lorenta?
Yes,
please
Loretta.
Give me your WhatsApp number.
0802.
Okay.
333.
Yeah.
4175.
Okay. Let me read it for you. 0802 333 4175. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
It's all right. You can go now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I will add you.
Yes.
Who is next?
Can you just come in?
I am not in the platform too.
What is your number,
Umar
your
John.
WhatsApp number? Yeah, Umar John. Okay, don't worry. I have your number. I will add you.
All right, sir.
I'll add you to the friends. Yeah,
thanks,
no problem.
Right.
Yes, who again? Anyone else? Who?
Our CPN is just coming in.
Are you on the national platform?
Our CPN is just coming in. Josephine from Makodi. Our sister Josephine.
Ah. Okay. Anyone else that is not on the national platform that's here? Okay, so if not, okay, others, you can go now. Esco, please hold on.
Who is Tony Abba?
Okay, don't worry. I will send him out. Don't worry. I will close him.
Hello.
Yes.
Who is Tony Abba?
Tony Abba, are you on the?
Sorry?
Tony Abba is from Abuja and he works for Catholic Television.
Abba.
Yes.
Okay. I'm taking attendance. That's why I'm asking.
You don't need to worry about that. Attendance will be done automatically. I will send it to you. Yes.
No problem.
I believe we that are here now are, no, somebody is not. Let me take, I believe we that are here now are the only ESCO. I think, yeah, the only ESCO that are here. I want to say thank you for your participation. I want to thank you for, especially those of us who come so early and then be waiting. Even some people were here even 10 minutes, 15 minutes before the meeting starts. So I want to say thank you. It's a good try. Yes, it's a good try. And then I want to apologize to the ESCO member that raised hand to speak early. In a meeting like this, ESCOs don't speak so early. You need to wait and listen to all what others are saying. So because especially those who are not, we have agreed in the ESCO meeting so that you will not go contrary to what we have planned. So that is why I say, please just hold on. I don't mean any offense. Don't be angry. It's because of something to go well. So please, that is the reason. So please, thank you very much. President, is there any other thing we can go?
Well, just to thank you, all our ESCO members who participated, and then what you did was in line with meeting etiquette. Because we are ESCO members, we prepared what is being shared with others, and we discussed all this. So often it is better to allow others to speak, and then we take notes. That is one of a fundamental part of meeting etiquette. It's okay. Thank you, everyone. Josephine, I hope you're fine. Josephine, she's not there.
She's there. Maybe she's having issue with audio system.
Chai. It's okay.
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 So we can close.
Godwin.
Thank you.
Godwin, are you there?
Good night, everyone.
Hold on, Suleiman.
Okay.
I'm here.
Please remember what we discussed about the decisions taken today.
I noted them.
Okay.
I will send you the audio. You can listen to it. They don't have problem. You listen to the audios.
Okay.
Okay. So everything is recorded. Yes. You don't have any problem at all.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Bye. Okay. So good night, everyone. When is the next meeting? We'll let you know.
Yes, of course.